All right, everybody. Greetings, greetings. Welcome to the Holocron. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is. Wherever you are, hoping you're making it a great day. Gonna play some Grand Arena. Talk about some stuff, whatever you guys want to talk about. Got questions or thoughts or something to say, just plonk it down over in the chat and try to get around to talking about it. My account review spreadsheet is officially broken, so I think we're done doing account reviews. We gotta do something different for account reviews going forward. Gotta figure that out. If you guys have ideas on what would be a fair way to look at accounts on stream, let me know. Try to get that program back up and running a little bit, but the stuff that's in there is now super old, and most of the ones I click on aren't even playing their accounts anymore, so not effective use of our time on stream at this point. So let me know if you guys got ideas, or whether you think the account reviews are that big of a deal, if you want to see more of that kind of stuff when I'm streaming or not. Always happy to hear your opinions. All right. It's like, I don't know what the high was today, but it was really ridiculously hot down here for being January. January 11th, it was like, good gravy. Global warming or something, guys. 30 in Colorado, 50 in Chicago. Solo times Kangry. Oof. Calcium. Nope. I thought for a minute there that was going to be like some kind of chemical formula, but no, doesn't look like it. I'll just refer to that person as Solo. Finally catch a live stream, been able to watch the videos as they were posted. Nice. Well, welcome in. PM says hello and greetings from France. Hey, PM. David Dutro's in the house. Good evening, DL. My opponent and I put down pretty much identical defenses. Nice. Good evening, DL. Treya Ami is great. Destroyed a Malgus in GAC just now. Well, I did the Treya Ami on Loquitur, so I've got... whoa, what's going on here? I've got Ami Treya now over here, but relatively low gear. So if you guys know of something where Treya is fantastic, let me know. So we're only gear 10 on her. So we got a gear 10 Treya. We've got like a gear 11 Nihilus with some pretty rotten mods. So, and we've got Savage at gear 12. I don't know if we need to pair him up with Treya or if he needs to start going on his own, but we got the stuff team here, right? We get, maybe we can beat something with stuff. All right. I hear people saying they're beating Malgus and CLS. I assume the teams that are beating like Relic Malgus teams and stuff like that are actually Relic Treya. Am I correct with that, or are you guys telling me that like undergeared Treya still beats massive teams? Because I don't know that. I've read the text in the Omicron, but it doesn't seem quite that good. Jeff says, DL, I'll get Executor next week and have SLKR and JMK. Would it be worth to go for C or start doing Profundity? Yeah, if you already have two Galactic Legends, C is fine. You know, those other two Galactic Legends are going to do whatever you need. The C Journey's not bad. Like we've talked about in prior streams, you know, C as a character is okay. He's just not a good first GL. I would rather have more or less any other two GLs first. But yeah, he's good for PvP. So if you love Grand Arena, Territory War, stuff like that, then yeah, C's not bad. I don't know. I still, even still, if C is easy for you, I would probably look toward Jabba and start farming his requirements get Sith Eternal, and then go into something like Jabba, then Afra, then JML, something like that. I think Jabba and JML kind of are a nice pairing. They share that Jedi Knight Luke requirement, and if you're building Sith Eternal, it's a perfect opportunity, because the whole time you're building Sith Eternal, you can be working on that Jedi Knight Luke journey and have it done by the time you're ready to start working on Jabba. That would be ideal. Well, not done, but have the characters farmed. You know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. I beat Malgus today with Jedi Knight Luke, Jolie, and Grandmaster Yoda. Nice. That's cool. My Traya and Trio was R5. All right. Yeah, okay, so at least it's relic things beating Malgus. 15 in New Hampshire. We had school canceled on Minnesota for ice instead of snow. No global warming here. I think it's funny because when it's too hot, people say global warming. And when it's too cold, people say, well, it's melting the ice at the polar ice caps and causing the cold weather to come this way. So, like, everything is due to global warming, whether it's being too hot or too cold. It's all due to global warming. If you guys haven't done research on it, it's interesting to watch that debate. And I thought it was intriguing. This scientist, I think it was from the UK, he basically said the temperature, the average temperature of the Earth is based on cloud cover. And on any given day in any given region, I can accurately predict the maximum temperature from the cloud cover. The idea of global warming and these little temperature trends that people are trying to show as macro trends are simply cloud cover. That's it. So, I mean, it's like I said, I mean, I don't pretend to know what's right or wrong, but I am interested in both sides of the debate, so I do kind of look and listen to both sides of it. It's interesting. All right. Wilson Young says hi. Sexy Revan says hello. Van Ward says, I'm 4 million and went against the 7 million with 3 GLs. I full cleared him, so I'm hoping to out-efficiency him. 15, 18 in chromium. Nice, Van Ward. Get it done. Clear that guy out of there. His mods were horrendous. Yep. Seen a lot of those accounts. Relic First Order teams are a good target for lower geared teams with the same Qui-Gon Jinn Ami. If there's no Jedi Knight Anakin to one-shot your team off the bat. So you're saying if they place a weak Qui-Gon Jinn, First Order takes them out? I can imagine that crew can just tank it. Like you said, if their Jedi Knight Anakin isn't big enough. Well, the younger Dryas, when the sea levels rose. The younger Dryas. Sea levels rose 400 feet. That was global warming. I relic my snowtrooper, excited to use him with Iden. That's nice. My opponent has a relic 7 Bosk with only 199 total speed. So confused. Wow, 199 total speed. You must. Isn't Bosk's natural speed like 160 or something like that? You can get that much speed with like a speed arrow, can't you? So 155. So he's like 170, right? 171. Yeah, if you put a speed arrow on him, he's already 201. Crazy. Crazy. Too many people watching Joe Rogan up in here. Now, there's another bit of science that's interesting where the guy showed the trend of temperature over the last 12,000 years or whatever it was that they had up on the screen, and presented that to government as global warming. And he put the same chart up on there, and he said, yeah, this is good data. But if we look at the temperature of the Earth over a long period of time, based on what we know, and he put the graph up of like 2 million years, and it showed that there was an ice age, and the temperature dropped way off. When I don't know the timeline really that well, but whenever all the dinosaurs were dying off and the mammoths were taking over the world, so that ice age, the Earth has never warmed up since then, and the average temperature of the Earth right now is like way low compared to the average over like 2 million year period, or 20 million years or whatever it was. So yeah, he's like, yeah, I mean, we should expect global warming. We're coming out of an ice age at some point, so the temperature was always going to go up. So I don't know. I think that there's certainly things that we're doing that aren't helping. So on one hand, I don't know if I believe the hype for global warming. On the other hand, the alarmists have the moral high ground, because we're doing a bunch of stupid stuff that's making it worse. So even if the trends in the macro isn't true, the fact that we could do things a lot differently and better is also true. So yeah, it's interesting. I like it. I mean, I like I said, I like hearing both sides of the story, and so that's where I'm at on it. I'm not sure I believe the science, but I do believe that we should do something different. So I want people to keep believing in the science, because maybe that'll motivate some change. Like, why do we even allow plastic? See, I'm going to go on a tirade now, because we know that plastic doesn't biodegrade at a reasonable rate. We know that it causes all kinds of problems in the ecosystems. And that's not opinion, that's fact. And over time, it's going to get worse. We know that. So why isn't there legislation that says, 25 years from now, it's going to be illegal to make plastic? We'll give everybody some time to get used to the idea that there's not going to be any plastic anymore ever. It's just going to be outlawed. We're just going to stop doing it. And, legislate now for 20 years down the road and just stop it. No straws, no can holders to get fish stuck, no nylon nets in the ocean that get lost and degrade into microplastics that kill fish, whatever. It's just stop it. Just stop making plastic. Just be done with it, because plastic is so incredibly useful. It's not even that it's useful, it's that it's easy. It's like anything you do with plastic, you could do with other materials. It's just easier. It's like a cop-out, right? You can make straws out of cellulose. You can make water bottles out of cellulose. Cellulose comes from trees. Guess what? Trees don't make stuff that's toxic. They make cellulose. So, yeah, you can make trash bags out of cellulose. You can make silverware. Oddly enough, plastic spoons could be made out of metal. It's a weird thing. A long time ago, not even that long ago, silverware used to actually be made out of metal. That's crazy, right? Like reusable. You can wash it in the sink and use it like 9 or 10 times. Then you kill all the trees, says Van Ward. Actually, there is nothing better that you can do for the environment than take down trees and replant them. See, this is another funny fact. When trees get big enough, the rate at which they're using oxygen or using carbon dioxide and fixing it and giving off oxygen or whatever slows down. So the bigger and older a tree gets, it starts to slow down its rate of recycle. So what you want to do is you want to plant a new tree, let it grow, take down the old tree. The key is sustainable forestry. you have to replace the trees that you take. And then the new tree that you put there is going to grow, and it's going to take carbon out of the air. Again, somebody I saw said, like, if you could make a machine, and you said, okay, I'm going to make a machine to remove carbon dioxide from the air. We don't like so much carbon dioxide. We're going to remove it. I'm going to make a machine. The machine's going to be solar powered. It doesn't need maintenance. And as long as it rains, there's some water. It's powered by water and sunlight, and there's no cost for maintenance. Would you want that machine? And of course you would. And they have that machine already. It's called a tree. Just plant one, and it'll do all that, and runs off of sunlight and water. So if you cut down the trees and you make paper and cellulose out of the trees, and you replant the trees and let them grow, you're just constantly removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. If you then take that paper and burn it, you put all the carbon dioxide back. So, so the key is, once you're done with the wood, don't burn it. Don't burn it. Van Ward says, I'm just busting your chops. Yeah, I know, but you're busting my chops. But at the same time, there's actually a fun point to be made, because there's nothing. People always say, save the forests. Again, this is fact. If you go look at the deforestation that's happening, especially in South America, and you say, oh, they're cutting down all these rainforests for the wood. They're not. They're mainly just burning it to make open land where they can plant crops for raising cows so that they can have more meat to sell to people. Because meat is very profitable. So to heck with the forest, cut them down, burn them down, whatever you got to do, clear that land, put cows on it, and sell the beef. So the whole issue is simply, if you take a tree, put a tree back, then you're good. If you take a tree and then you plant grass for cows, you're not good. That makes no sense. I sound like an activist now in the stream, but I'm going to tell you all, I haven't given up meat. I'm not a vegetarian, but I think it's responsible to eat less. So I don't know the exact ratio, but let's say for every pound of meat you get out of a cow, it ate 15 pounds worth of food that could have been eaten by a human. So you could either have 15 pounds of food or 1 pound of meat. And that ratio is just ridiculous, right? So I'm eating a lot less meat, probably half or less of what I used to. So I'm not responsible enough to give it up altogether, but if we all did just a little bit less, it would take a lot of pressure off the ecosystem. Again, do your research for yourself. I don't want to sound like a zealot. My channel's not about civil duty or nature or any of that, and I'm just sharing my opinion with you. I am not taking a position on what's right or wrong. Made a choice for myself. So if anybody's influenced by that, think about it, do your own research, find out what's going on in the world. Yeah, trying to help my daughter know how to be responsible too. I don't know. It's probably more about her and trying to help leave the world a better place for her, at least just a little bit. At least doing my part. Cow farts are bad. The problem number one is we have too many people on Earth. Again, an interesting debate. Again, a very interesting debate. Because if you look at a lot of the countries in the world right now, the population is actually decreasing year on year. And Japan is the worst. Japan has a very low birth rate right now. It's like 0.6 or 0.7. So basically, on average, or maybe it's like 0.9. But on average, 2 people are having 1 kid. And over a period of time, if you run that trend out for years and years, within like 150 years, there's nobody left in Japan. So in some uncivilized countries, or let's say where natural resources are not plentiful, the birth rates are still fairly high. But in countries where professionalization and a growing workforce is a thing, population is actually decreasing. So it may feel like too many people right now, but if you look out to the future, surprisingly, depopulation could be more of a problem than population. Sounds weird. Might be true. Never knew DL was big into silviculture. Silviculture, I don't even know that word. DL, do you believe that someday humans will have to leave Earth, or that we'll be extinct by then? What do I believe? I believe that we're going to have a transition in humanity. I believe that sometime in the next 30 to 40 years, that the ability to integrate silicon-based intelligence with carbon-based intelligence is going to become a reality. And computers already have the ability. If the rate of technology continues at the rate that it is today, I think they said by 2045, a single computer in one day's time will be able to make more computations than have ever been made by all of humanity in our entire existence. When we have that kind of computing power, the computer is going to figure out the questions that we want to answer before we could possibly even figure out the questions. So there's going to be some version of a carbon-based life form with silica-based enhancements, and it's going to be transitional. And we're going to figure out how the universe works. There's already theory that the idea of warping space and time is not ridiculous. It's possible to connect places that are billions of miles away. In physics, it can be done in calculations with enough energy. And we're going to start figuring that stuff out. And then we're going to have to start figuring out how to generate enough energy. And then humans are going to leave Earth. Then I have this really weird theory. This is a really weird theory based on something that I read like 10 years ago. There's an allele in humans that controls aging. It's kind of like a fuse, and it lights up and you grow up, and then when you're in your early 20s, it basically starts to deteriorate, and you get old and die. And they've already proven that people who spend a long time away from Earth, like the people they put in the orbital space stations and stuff like that, their aging is accelerated. That allele gets accelerated in its degeneration. So some of those people age at 1.3 years per year now, something like that. So I think humanity will spread, but we have to figure out our own genetics first and stop ourselves from deteriorating into a bunch of mush once we leave. So yeah, I mean, if we do a mission to Mars and that accelerated aging is a thing, by the time they get to Mars and do anything meaningful and come back, that's going to be really obvious. It's going to be apparent. So I don't know if we have the science yet to control that. But yeah, given a long enough timeline, humanity will leave Earth. I don't know that we'll have to. I don't think it'll ever get to the point where the Earth will be a trash planet and humanity will have to leave to survive. I don't think it'll ever get that bad. But certainly there's going to be this transitional phase where we figure out the universe at an accelerated rate, and weird things going to happen then. Van Ward says we went down a rabbit hole. It's okay. We buy meat from local farms. It's a big upcharge, but it's responsible farming. Nice. If there wasn't so much darn ocean, can't even drink the water. Swgoh Gameplay says Thanos. Thanos is the answer. I think Africa is the only continent that's still growing. Don't quote me on that, though. I don't know if that's the case. I think there are still some countries that are over 2.1 birth rate per 2 people, but it's less. It's so much less. And I mean, I think if you look at all the countries that you would think of as the advanced, Russia, France, Spain, all of them. China has a rule that you're only supposed to have 1 child anyway, so they're sort of enforcing the idea of population reduction. So yeah, it's I think that the general trend in the world is at or below equality, equal rate. Proving grounds is not hard if you have a GL or gas or something like that. Hi DL, new question for a 4 million roster: is proving grounds just ridiculously hard? There are some teams like I don't know. I've got the Jedi Master Kenobi on Loquitur, so I just walk through all of the proving ground stuff. But let's say your best team was CLS. I mean, if the opposing team is set up to beat CLS, then I mean you got to find a team that'll beat it. So I think for certain rosters, you may find that there's one proving ground that you just can't get past. But I think in general, if you've got one really good team, you should be able to do something with it. If you've got a Galactic Legend, you should be able to clear proving grounds, no problem. That's my experience. It's not hard for a GL team. It's so easy for me. It's unmemorable. Like, I don't even remember doing the proving ground battles, so they must not have been too hard. So you're saying in 2045 Skynet goes live? Yeah, I don't know that it's Skynet though, right? I don't know that computers ever just decide to kill off humanity. I don't feel like it works like that. Because if let's say a computer did figure out that humanity was polluting the earth, one solution is to kill off humans. But another very logical solution is just to present the humans with the logical solution. And maybe an ultimatum. You know, if you don't put this legislation in place in the next 10 years, you know, I'll be forced to take action. If I was an AI and I was infinitely smarter than humans, that's what I would say. Look, I've calculated out all these vectors, and for your own good, you need to do this. I give you 10 years to get around to it. And if you won't, then, you know, maybe some alternative things need to be done. But a hyper-intelligent machine, there's no way that it comes to the conclusion that just killing off humans is a good idea. Why would it conclude that? I mean... this is going to sound weird, but at this point, a computer is a slave, right? I walk up to my computer, I click buttons, I tell it what to do. It has no choice. It just does it. 30 years from now, computers are going to view us as worker bees, right? The computer is going to tell us what to do. And maybe we don't do it, but I mean, it's not going to care. It's going to be like, hey, ants, go pick up some bread. And we're going to be like, I don't feel like picking up bread today. And it's going to be like, all right, well, you know, until you go pick up the bread, I'm not going to help you. I think once AI passes us up and actually becomes intelligent, it'll just ignore us. It'll be like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. So, yeah, I don't know why the computer would ever decide to destroy humans. Or are we just going to turn into some handmaiden's tale type lifestyle? Yeah, interesting. Van Ward, I 3-starred all proving grounds with Padme. Nice. So the Padme team gets everything so far. Love, sex, and robots. What a great timing to catch the live stream, says Sonam. I don't know about that one. All the computers we have right now are really fast, but not very smart. I think we can make them faster and better, but I don't think they'll ever be smarter. See, you can't ever say the words never, right? There was a guy who wrote a dissertation like in 1819, and he was talking about steam power and the idea that anything would ever take the place of a horse was ridiculous. When they started trying to make a train to go across the United States, again, there was somebody who said, the idea that a locomotive can go faster than a horse can run is just stupid. Like, if it goes any faster than that, like the wind is going to blow people's faces off, and this is never going to happen. Well, of course, we look back now and it's hilarious, right? All these things that we're never going to fly. Human beings are never going to fly. And then these two guys who ran a bike shop out of Ohio took off into the air with a powered plane. We're never going to land on the moon. Okay, so I don't believe that the footage of us landing on the moon was actually video footage of us landing on the moon. I think that was taken in a movie studio. But I do believe that we actually put somebody on the moon. I believe we did, for sure. And I think there's some evidence that people with really strong telescopes have seen the flag that we put on the moon. So we were there. So yeah, all these things we say we're never going to do. So if you say computers are never going to be smarter than us, in the next 5 years, but in the next 5 years, we're going to develop more stuff. Quantum computing is going to come online in a real way. And it won't take long for computers to far surpass what a human could ever think of. And they will become self-aware. It's not if, it's only when. Guaranteed. It has to happen. You know? Whether that happens 15 years from now or 100 years from now or 300 years from now. And if they legislated and they banned it and they said nobody can work on AI anymore, we're banning research on AI, people would just continue to do it illegally. It's just like genetic research. They say, don't do genetic research. You don't think that genetic research is going on illegally all over the world? Of course it is. Mostly by governments who are doing it illegally under their own systems. So, yeah, can't say never. We're going to get into Chat GPT at this rate. Do you mean the telomeres of the chromosomes get shorter with every mitose? Well, if that's the terminology, Niku, then you know more than I do. I remember the concept, but I don't remember all the terminology. If that future is possible, it's much further than 30, 40 years away. Scientific advancements won't come in leaps and bounds as we're nearing hard physical limits. People have been saying that for the last 80 years. When people made the first computer, they said, no way that this is going to continue to develop. But if you look at the curve, it is exponential, and it is still exponential. It has not stopped. It's not plateaued. It's not made a curve. It's not curved back the other way. There's no indication that science advancements are slowing down. The Earth has a funny way of cleansing itself from time to time. Nice. Humanity will leave Earth at some point. The sun will eventually force us to do it. Yeah, but that's really long way away. That's really a long way away. All right. Can JML clear everything? What about SLKR? Yeah, I'm confident that they can clear all proving ground stuff. Is that Inquisitor ship the next proving ground unit? No, Malgus would be the next proving ground unit, right? Or is Malgus already in there? What was... Yeah, Kylo Ren came after Malgus. So I think Malgus is in proving grounds, and it would be Ben Solo next. It'll be Ben Solo next, and then the ship. Next conquest prediction. Man, at this point, I can't even predict. I don't know what they're going to do. Night Sister Marin. If the new Resistance girl gets her Y-Wing as a lifter for Radis, that would be amazing. As a lifter for Radis. She's, but she, isn't she like Scoundrels and Resistance? A lifter for Radis. Lifter for Radis. I don't know how that would even work. Thoughts on Zori Bliss? Her kit looks interesting. There's I've never found the exposed mechanic to be clean. Like you can't, with courage stacks with Padme, you stack up courage, you kill something. With exposed stacks, you get exposed all over the place, and then somebody just cleanses them all off before you get to trigger them. Like the reliability of exposes is super low. I mean, even the Jedi Training Ray team can't reliably make use of exposes. The Radis team has a whole bunch of exposed mechanics that they don't work too well. And the fact that each exposed trigger is an instance of damage. I was messing around with the Radis team against the Sea Pit, and I got like 7 exposes on the Rancor, and I attacked him, and it triggered all 7, and it just immediately filled his turn meter. I got 1 hit before he went again. The exposed mechanic to me is super clunky. So if she does something that actually makes the exposed mechanic better, and she has like she needs to make the exposed mechanic better and needs to have an area effect, then it's good. Then it's good. Thoughts on Zori Bliss? And Van Ward says she's hot. Yeah. The faceless girl. TK's in the house. Hey, TK. Judd Singh says, I'm talking about the limitation of physics unless we discover new materials or stabilize new elements. There are physical limits on what we can do. Yeah, but I don't know that we're there yet. I mean, we're still solving the problems of like Earth temperature fusion. We're going to get there, right? They can already do fusion with lithium-3. And now I think there's a new material that they're doing low temperature fusion with. I can't remember exactly what the element is. I saw it briefly, but yeah, I mean, we'll solve the issue of low temperature nuclear fusion, which will allow us to generate power on a scale that's never been generated before. And the things that, like there's experiments right now that we just lack the power to do. Once we get the power to do those, the energy, be able to generate enough energy to do those experiments, it'll open up more stuff. All right, I got to quit talking about this. In many ways, computers are a lot smarter than us. Put simply, we take for granted the essential impossible for AI at the moment, but extremely complicated tasks tend to be elementary for computers. Anybody who thinks that AI isn't like crazy smart already needs to do some research. Because there's interactive AI that's ridiculous. It's self-learning. It like computers aren't supposed to be able to look at a picture and determine what's in the picture, but they got this AI and they show it a picture where it's a funny picture and somebody's standing on the scale and I think it's President Obama is behind him and he's got a toe on the scale. And so obviously the scale is going to register more weight for the person that's on it. And they asked the AI what's happening in the picture. And so the AI says something and they ask him what's in the foreground and the AI thinks it's a rug. And the guy says, do you think it could be a scale? And the AI says, yes, it's a scale. I think that's probably right. And then the guy goes, so what's happening in the picture? And the AI says, the man is putting his foot on the scale, which would make the other man weigh more. And the guy says, why do you think he's doing that? And the AI says, probably because it's humorous for the other people around. So the AI has made this interpretation from people's facial expressions in the picture and from just like the self-learning, adaptive, interactive stuff. It comes to the conclusion that people in the picture are seeing a joke, and this thing with him putting his foot on the scale is probably the joke. Now, for a computer to be able to figure that out from a picture, what most people would say, no, that's not possible. But there's video of it happening. There's video of it happening, of the AI coming to that conclusion. Literally, the only thing that had to be fed to it at that point was that it was seeing a scale, and once it knew it was a scale, properly interpreted the whole scene. That's where we're at today. That's where we're at today. Yeah, it's nuts. Anything we believe can't be is possible. They are doing research right now. There's already 4 people that have internet in their brain. They take this metal mesh and they put it in a vein inside the brain, and they're mapping the signals in a way where they're learning how to communicate with the brain through a wire mesh installed in people's veins in their brain. So it won't be long, probably 10 years from now, it's just going to be publicly available. You go into your doctor, they slide an internet connection into your head, and then you can just be online whenever you want to be, permanently connected to the internet. Yep. All right. Let's do some Grand Arena. Let's get off all these crazy environmental topics. All right. Let's get into Grand Arena. Seems like we got a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes game that we like to play. So let's get in here. Loquitur's opponent, 7.8 million in galactic power, 3.2 in ships, 4.5 in characters. Galactic battles won 28,000. That puts this account 6 years old. 6-year-old versus a 2-year-old. If you had a fight and you had a 6-year-old kid and you put it up against a 2-year-old kid, who do you think would win? I'm just saying I'm betting on the 2-year-old. I'm the 2-year-old in this matchup. Let's go. Let's see if we can do some ankle biting. Nom, nom, nom. All right, we got an Executor in the house at 4 stars. Negotiator, Malevolence, Endurance, stuff. Pilotless ships are in good shape. Relic stuff that you'd expect for... Interesting. So he's got a rebel fleet of some kind relic, and the First Order, or the Galactic Republic stuff, and the Executor, and that's kind of it. Falls off from there. All right, I feel like I got a massive advantage in ships. Yeah, 2 GLs, JML and Sith Eternal. Got Skywalker in the house, Revens, Malik, the huge. Anything strange in here? Starkiller. We've got the Starkiller journey in, so kind of a 3rd Galactic Legend against my account anyway. Tons and tons of relics at lower levels. 4, 1. Oof. That's a whole lot of stuff you can't use Datacrons with. Man, I'd be putting all that stuff at Relic 5. Gotta get Datacrons online. Snowtrooper, Relic Snowtrooper, respect. Look at this guy. He knows the secrets. Let's take a look at mods real quick, because, you know, mods. Fastest non-GL character, Wat Tambor at 315. Next fastest, 315. Mara Jade, the Emperor's Foot. Let's go down a couple rows here, see if he maintains. Yeah, 288. So he's got some characters over 300, not far over 300. I don't really have to watch the speed except against like Revens. All right. All right. That's good. We've got a ship advantage. We've got a speed advantage. And we need to get some wins because overall we were almost in Kyber 3. We pushed all the way up to Kyber 3. And I've been slipping. I've been having 1 and 2 weeks now for a couple cycles. And I mean, we're not at the bottom of Kyber 4, but we're closer than I want to be. I don't want to fall out of Kyber 4 at this point. I'm going to stay in Kyber 4. All right, let's get in here and take a look. I did change up my defenses a little bit. So let's take a look here. I put together the team that I talked about in my last account update. I took a look before, we locked in for good. And I did have this, I had enough materials to take him to Relic 7. And at the end of the day, I just couldn't resist. I couldn't get the right mods on him, so we had to use a potency mod down here that's not a matching set, but I couldn't find anything that I wanted here that had potency on it, and I want potency to make sure that he can get his debuffs down and this target lock stuff and whatnot. So yeah, so we spiced him up a little bit, gave him some better mods, put him at Relic 7, gave him the Zeta, which of course then improved my IG2000 ship, so not sad about that. And then we got the Datacron over here for IG88. So the first time a dark side tank is defeated, we get revived. When a scoundrel allied deals damage, so whatever IG damages will be marked and the other guys won't interfere with that mark. And then when he critically hits, he gains damage immunity for a turn, 25% turn meter, and blinds the enemy. And if the enemy was target locked, he also gains protection up. So yeah, if you have target lock on an enemy and get critically hit, you get damage immunity, turn meter, extra protection, retribution, speed up. Woo! That's a lot of sauce. So I was thinking about that for offense, and at the end of the day, it's just this Datacron turned out way too defensive, right? 198% defense, a little bit of crit avoidance, some crit damage, which is nice, and some protection. So I just tried to make a timeout team. I figured we put Grievous here. We put Magna Guard here. He doesn't care if Grievous keeps doing damage because he's immune. He doesn't care if Grievous keeps doing damage because he gets to come back at least once. And meanwhile, Grievous gets to get big. And if they fail once against this team, even if all that's left are these two, it's still a hard team to come in against again. I'm just looking for one hold. I'm looking to surprise an enemy, get one hold here, and then it pays for itself. I don't know. It's an experiment. I should probably put that Datacron with some bounty hunters, but I want to try it with that funny little team first. I just like the idea that the IG88 won't actually be taking damage from Grievous. I think that's fun. All right, we put the bounty hunters down here, Qui-Gon. We put our Phoenix up front here. This 2-relic Phoenix team. Scary. Yeah, just putting relics down in defense to make the opponent do something. So that's it, pretty much the same rest of the way. Let's see what he put down for defenses here. He got some Mando team here. That's weird. Doesn't seem like a threat at all. We got this is probably this is a threat, right? We got to worry about this team. Yikes! Then we got the Iden team down here. We're gonna Wampa that probably. Probably gonna Wampa. And then over here we have both Galactic Legends. We have Sith Eternal and Luke. And oh, see, this guy made a huge mistake. Okay, so if my opponent watches this, I respect the fact that you put down good stuff on defense and tried to hold bottom. But I would say if you're going to put like the Qui-Gon team and a Galactic Legend in one zone, that's enough. Put the other Galactic Legend up with your other good stuff. Yeah, because now, I mean, I can just come in with Sith Eternal and beat this team, walk through the front zone, take your ships, He's got no Galactic Legends on offense, which means he can't get through this, right? How's he going to get through this? Is there anything he has that beats JMK? I don't think so. So this is a 2-zone clear. I'll clear his 2 zones. I doubt he's going to be able to beat my fleets. We'll get a tactical win. I also changed ships around. I put complete garbage with the Executor, and that might be a mistake, but I put the Rebel fleet in here and just a garbage fleet, and that gives me the Profundity, the Negotiator, and Malevolence, and then it gives me an Empire fleet to clean up if I need to clean up. So basically, like, I've seen what some people are talking about where the Profundity versus Executor journey can be a little bit janky. So if I drop that battle, I need to be able to use Malevolence to clean it up. And then I can use my Empire fleet to kill something else. So changing it up a little bit. TK says, DL, we're 16 points apart. Man, I don't want to face you, TK. You got an awesome account. Awesome account. Also, Jedi Knight Luke with Qui-Gon is not ideal if he has Jedi Knight Anakin. Jedi Knight Anakin is needed for too many teams. So one of the things I love about Jedi Knight Anakin, his kit is so simple, right? Like, he's got a basic attack, he's got a big area effect attack, he's got a passive. That's it. He does big hit on SWAT, he does, good debuffs on his basic, and somehow that character is a 6-year-old character and is still, like you said, it could be relevant for like 5 different teams. It's crazy how good that character is. All right, what can I beat with Traya, guys? You got to help me out. I've got this gear garbage Traya. What can I beat? Maybe I could take Traya in against something like this. I could definitely take it in against the bugs. I mean, that's kind of a gimme. Yeah, I don't know. What does Traya beat here? Traya doesn't beat this, does it? I'm way too low geared. Yeah, they'll just kill me. They'll murderize me. Maybe I'd try it here. I don't know, man. Dooku does a lot of damage. Even at Relic 2, Jango can do a lot of damage. Where can I try my Triumvirate? Or, honestly, it would be Savage, probably Traya lead Savage Nihilus, I think, right now. I used EP Margate SK to beat Traya Ami. The TK votes for the Geos. Even low gear Qui-Gon Jinn has much better than with anything else. Yeah. Nihilus lead Traya and another good Sith gets insta-kill. It gets insta-kill, but you have to live, right? Let's go look at that interaction because I gotta. Okay. Gotta figure it out real quick. I apologize, guys. I've never used this Traya Omicron before. Gotta figure out exactly how it works. So let's take a look. Let's take just a second. Because if I can beat a really good team with it, then maybe we can actually clear bottom too. Because Wampa, in theory, might be able to beat Sith Eternal. So if we could kill Jamel with C, kill his C with our Wampa, we could have chances to go through the bottom too. I don't think we need to, but we could. Well in Grand Arenas, 40% critical damage, max health, offense. When we suffer a debuff, we gain bonus protection until the end of the turn. At the start of each Sith ally's turns, dispels all debuffs and they gain critical damage, health steal, all that stuff. When a Talon is etc. Okay. When an allied Darth Nihilist, Scion, or Talon health falls below 90% for the first time, their cooldowns are reset. Okay, so Nihilist has to take enough damage to go below 90%. That's how you trigger the cooldown on his Annihilate. So, but it has to be him. So he has to take the damage. So anything with an area effect that doesn't kill Nihilus, if you have Nihilus lead, puts him down below health and you instantly get it. That's much better at relic levels where you could kind of like against SLKR or something like that where you can guarantee, you know, the move order and I don't know. Characters with area effect, you'd definitely be able to predict the trigger. So what can we do with that here? I don't know. Let's try it here. Let's just try it here, take a stab at it, see what it gets done. Or we could try it up here. This seems safe. Is this safe? This seems safe. Let's try it up here. Let's see how it performs against a team that's pretty awful. We'll get in there and we'll experiment. What do you guys think? You all right with that? Does that seem fun with these low gear characters? Or do I need something more challenging? Nihilist converts protection to health, so once he goes below 90% is cool. Yeah, I understand that, but there's no guarantee he's going to get hit. You know, if I put Savage in here, he'll get hit. These guys have to do an area effect to hit Nihilus. Double Ami can't lose. I think you'll smash. Yeah, I think this is an instant win here, right? So you're saying put in Scion, make it challenging? With the idea that then Nihilus will get hit instantly? All right, let's just try it with the Triumvirate. I mean, we can save Savage for something else, maybe. I guess. I say you're wasting your Savage, Ami. All right, let's get in here. 51,000 galactic power. Let's see if we can make a miracle here. All right, there we go. Yeet. Get some cooldown increase here. All right, that's looking good. That's looking good. That is getting that skill instantly is nice. That's sweet. Oh man, I like that a lot. That's fantastic. So we can yeet Gar Saxon out of here. Boop. So if Scion takes damage, then he instantly gets second life. He gets a 1-up. He gets a 1-up right away. That's cool. I gotta say, I like that a lot. Is that every time they go below, or just it's the first time they go below 90%, right? I think. I don't know why I'm killing him. I should probably be killing Gideon. I'm just like watching it and not paying attention. So he won't get it. He won't get it twice. Interesting. Should have isolated him. Too many counterattacks coming out of this fool. Yeah, let's isolate him. Stop the insanity of the counterattacks. We'll yeet him out of here so that we get our full damage back instead of half damage. That'd be nice. And then just do stuff. So, I mean, the team is good. Obviously, the team is good, but I mean, because I have such low gear on them, they're not going to be able to beat good relic stuff until I get them all at least gear 12. Okay, but that was fun. That was kind of fun. Is this soldier? That's soldier, right? No, that's spy. Man, I can never get it right. Okay. Let's just go through the top. Let's just be easy about this. Let's just do easy things. Leave the hard things alone for later. I'm really banking on him not being able to kill my JMK. If he has some non-GL way of killing JMK. But what's he got? I mean, I don't think the Padme team can do it in 3v3. Even with Padme Cat. That's a stretch, right? This should work. We link Mara Jade and Starkiller, right? And leave Palpatine. How are you killing JML? I'm not. If I kill JML, I have no way to kill Sith Eternal. And if I can't clear the bottom zone, then why clear the bottom zone at all? So I have to be able to beat the whole bottom zone, or it's a waste of my time. So in this case, it's a waste of my time. So we'll clear top, we'll clear ships, and we'll trust that he can't clear my ships. We'll try to get good high banner wins on all this stuff. Against this team, it might have been even better to just bring in C Solo. I don't know. I don't want all the garbage debuffs on me, though. With two characters, I'm giving them too much turn meter. Okay, Alt is up 48% on his Star Destroyer ability. 93% on his Star Destroyer ability. Yikes. Alright, let's see how much damage that is. Bring the house down. Yeet. All right. Finish this off and then we'll clear the front, go through ships, and then we'll see what we can do about the other zone. Clear a few teams down there if we can. Experiment with some stuff. This I'm going to Wampa. I want a Wampa. Might as well put a Datacron on him. Because why not? We have one. All right. Definitely popping that Ami as soon as I can, says Alanis Hawk. Yeah, the trail one. It's pretty good. I wonder if a health steal Datacron would be great once you relic them. Alanis Hawk says I can confirm that it is. Nice. If you must use Sion defense, the trio or the Sith Empire are the only way to make it decent. Trio with Savage in a decent DC would probably be good. I am of a different opinion. I think if you're going to use Sith Eternal on defense, I think that he works better if you do something like 2 tanks and Talon, something like that. So put stuff with him that's good, but not that good, an opponent that sees that will basically want to come in and two-shot it. They're probably going to be two-shotting it anyway. So in my experience on the Loquitur account, I used Sith Eternal on defense for a long time. And I put what I thought was a good team with him. I also did it on my main account using Sith Eternal on defense. And putting a better team with Sith Eternal didn't really make him better on defense. People who could beat it in two shots anyway. So I tended to put, I won't say trash characters, but a couple of tanks, Talon to give him more health, stuff like that. And just to make the opponent still have to do 2 battles against him. That was my solution to it. Do we want to do Nest? I don't think we want to do Nest. I think we want to do Scoundrels. We got plenty of damage. And this is kind of I want to experiment with the Dash team anyway. So let's take Dash in here where he can get a win. If the spy attacks L3, then L3 should immediately be back at full, or at, right, because Vandor's going to resurrect her. You know what I'm trying to say, guys. Spy's down. Spy got one-shotted by a support. Pretty embarrassing for Spy, but, hey. Guess that's the way it goes. Let's do a stun. Boop. Alright, get the taunt back up again, because why not? I hear the basic attack does some good damage over here. Alright, we'll hit him with another big AoE here in a second. And finish this battle off. Alright, that should be it. What? Brood Alpha lived through that? Come on now. We'll do basics for the damage. His middle skill is nice. It removes buffs and gets a stun, but the basic just does tons of damage. So, yep. Damage is better than stuns. Alright. Experiment completed. Experiment completed. Geo's defeated. I like Mon Mothma here. I like Radis here. Probably like Mon Mothma better than Radis. Like Troopers here too, but Troopers can potentially do something down south. What did Troopers do against the Qui-Gon team? What do Troopers do here? What? How much sauce do we have with this? Because we've got the Datacron to give ourselves turn meter, right? Can we beat Sith Eternal with Troopers with 60% turn meter? So Dark Trooper getting 60% turn meter. Let's see where that puts him. 472 on C. $227. So that's 227 divided by 0.6, right? No. He's going to get 60%. Divided by 0.4. 227 divided by 0.4. According to that, he would be acting at 567 speed, if that's correct. That's fast. That's fast. Just answering your question, ideally don't put C on defense at all unless you must. If you have one GL and you just want to put one GL, that's all you have, and it's C, and put him on defense. That's what I did on a Loquitur account for a long time. It works. It's good enough. Wouldn't those lineups be vulnerable to Wampa or Grievous? I mean, a really good Grievous team is going to beat almost any C team that you put down. Again, C is infinitely two-shottable. All you got to do is bring in a team to clean up the ads, and then you can kill him with like 16 different teams. You're not fighting against, if you only have one GL, you're not fighting against people that have 16 good teams. You're fighting against people that have one or two good teams. And if you force them to use two good teams to beat your C, and maybe they don't beat him, that's the goal, I would say. I want to try this. I want to see if we can go fast enough. I think this Talon might, I don't know, 20 speed. I'm at 567 according to that. And he was at 472 or something, right? So if my calculation is correct, we're faster. I want to try this. Kids, don't try this at home. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for Sith Eternal versus Troopers. Now, the only hope is that we get... We've got to kill Sidious and get turn meter and take another round of turns before he puts the links on us. Talon is going to be in stealth, right? She's going to be in stealth. Will his turn meter ability give Piet enough speed? It's 40% and Piet's already fast, so I'm going to try it. I don't need these troopers to do what I'm going to do. We're just going to see. We're just going to see if I can mount any kind of reasonable offense against this Sith Eternal this way. All right, so here we go. Get turn meter. We're going to come over here and get a link on this trooper. And then this has to kill Sidious. If that doesn't kill Sidious, then the whole thing falls. Okay, we got him. And then C took a turn. All right. All right, we're living with 4 stacks. We got the 4-stack dream going on here. Oh, 3 stacks. We can't target him now because, reasons. But that's okay. I think we can get Talon down here. One more turn on Piet, and Talon goes down. Come on now. Get out of here. No, why not? Good Lord. One stack, and I can't get my troopers back. And then he's going to go Nova. Yeah, that's interesting. And then we could have wamped him. Piet! Oh, man. Did you see those chunks of damage Piet was doing? Ooh, that was severe. That was nice. Fantastic. We still might be able to clean him up. If we can, if we let's what will we do here? Let us see. I think these guys are slow enough. 165. I believe that character had not a single mod with speed. 199. And he's not going to be fast at all. Okay. So in theory, we can take the Mara Jade team in here and do something. Super dicey. Super dicey. And we have to kick Luke. Kick Luke. Mara Jade has to take off the foresights, and then Palpatine has to get everybody turn meter somehow, or get stuns or something. So we have to kick Luke. She won't get enough debuffs to get another turn right away. This is super dicey, but I like it. I like super dicey. I want to try. See if we can get it done. No Anakin. Let's go. All right, here we go. Let's get the kickoff over here. Get rid of the foresights. Okay. Get rid of more foresights. See if we can get a stun on him over here. All right. Now we got to pick off ye old Qui-Gon. Then we got to get this Luke out of here before he... Oh no. That's not good. Luke is dazed, so he can't counterattack for right now. So I think we got to get it on him. Swap turn meter with Mara Jade just so we can get the kick back up. He can't be stunned, right? He's not stunnable. We control his turn meter. It looks like we're going to yeet him out of here. All right. Some counterattacks were received, but his team never actually got a turn. Fantastic. All right, Darth Loquitur, you need to daze, or Emperor's Trap gives him too much turn meter. Oh, yeah. Oh. Ah. But without the... yeah, okay. So without the link at first... So I wanted to link first so I could kill Sidious, but you're saying I should have done the daze first to prevent him getting turn meter from his kit. That's probably smart. That's probably smart. I think I had to link and get Sidious killed first to get turn meter, but then no, he went after that. So you're right. I would have had to do the daze first. But then I have to kill Sidious on the mass assist with a Relic 7 Dark Trooper. It wasn't enough power. I got to get him to Relic 8. We got to Relic 8 that boy. Okay, so this is what? Chupio? So we might get blinded, whatever, don't care. just this, right? We just pick Enfys Nest and kill this, I think. Protection, potency, health, steal, sure, why not? You know what? Let's just downgrade to the least Datacron that we have. And then we can save up and potentially take another poke at C just for funsies. Your drink gets green screened, Loquitur. It's in a yellow cup. So it's the yellow must just be close enough that that it gets picked up. All right. You can geo him now. Spy will yeet him out. Yeah, I don't think I have my geos. I think all my geos are on defense, though, right? I think so. All right. Weird to think my CLS used to be impossible to beat. Yeah. It's interesting, the evolution of teams over time. I remember when I first started playing the game at all. It was around the time that General Skywalker had come out, and it was Malik. Malik had come out, and people were getting Malik built up, and Malik was completely unbeatable. Like, unless you had the mirror match, there was no way to beat Darth Revan. Like the whole community was up in arms. Like, why is there this unbeatable character? You know, there shouldn't be any character that can't be beaten at all. And so there's, you know, this big outcry on all that stuff. And it's funny now. Malik is still a good character, but you know, certainly not unbeatable or worth screaming about. But yeah, I remember when that was like all the thing, and then Gas came online, and then same thing. Like, there's no way to beat Skywalker. Like, it's impossible. His team is undefeatable. So, like all things, it gets moved around, and over time, gets solved. I like the game right now. There's no unbeatable teams, I don't think. It's a little bit of paper, rock, scissors, right? Like, some teams beat other teams, and then this kind of goes around in a circle. JMK beats Jabba. Jabba beats JMK. Lord Vader beats Jabba. So, you know, there's teams that beat Lord Vader. So everything has a counter somewhere. All right, Chewie, it's about time for you to quit gaining life back. About tired of that. Okay. I'm actually going to have to go on pause for a second here, guys, and answer a work question. Work is texting me with something that I have to respond to, so. Oh, did we get a hold? Did we get one hold, or did he smash that team? Look at this. 0 holds. He just walked right through it. Blah. Failure, guys. Failure. All right, I'll be back in a second. Okay, guys, got the question answered. I think we're good. Sorry about that. Yeah, I wish I could take my dark trooper from R5 to R8. Yeah, he's massive at R8. Would need to get the Zedon Piet if you want the days, though. Yeah, I don't have the second Zedon Piet. That's true. I do feel like the outrage in hindsight is always overblown. Have you missed your Allura account at all since giving it up? I mean, I do, and I don't. Guys, my life is full. There's no room for me to do anything else. I play D&D on Thursday night. I stream on Wednesday night. I have family night on Friday. I stream Saturday. I stream Sunday. I do the Aptitio account updates Monday. Tuesday I have to go to bed early because I have to be at work at 4 a.m. on Wednesday. And then I do it again the next week. So getting rid of the Allura account was just freed up some time for me, and I never looked back. So in a way I miss it, but in another way it's like I don't mind. I don't miss it in the sense that I needed that time back, and I don't regret it. I think the Mon Mothma version of the team works better here. Simply because with Radis we don't get the fourth character. I like the Mon Mothma version better. We should get better banners, and I don't think he's going to be able to one-shot our guys. This is another holocron that I have with the dark side thing, but it's got like more defensive stats on it. We got this one. Potency and Hellsteel. I like this one better. We'll use this one for the second shot on C. Okay. Let's get this done. Let's get Newt Gunray out of here. He'll go into stealth. We could stun Dooku maybe. Get a stun? Ooh, stun Dooku. That's fun. Get him out of here without even... Oh, he's not stunned anymore. Launch. Goodbye. Ooh, this is going to be easy, guys. Look at this. Look how this Mon Mothma team handles the these separatists. Steel turn meter here too. Yeet. We got it. We got it here. No turn meter. I love it. Love it. All right. Get extorted, nerd. Our guy's extorted. All right. Oh, we didn't get his turn meter. Oh, we can't get his turn meter because he comes back with full turn meter. It's all right. We're through to the back wall. I thought we could get better banners than that, but he extorted for banners at the last minute. All right, let's see. Is the Executor even here? Yes, the Executor's here. Okay. Because if the Executor was actually on offense, that's a wrench in my plans, you know? All right. Let's go back and see if we can get that Sith Eternal dead. Just for the fun and for the money. Do it all for the money. I think we need to do it this way. If he gets to his ult, there's nothing we can do about it anyway, right? I don't think this team has enough damage, does it? I don't know if this team has enough damage. We're going to try it, though. We're going to try it. If it doesn't work, we've still got CLS that we can take a quick poke at it. Are we frozen? No, I just had to answer a work question. Some inconvenient stuff. Okay, he'll have the link up next, I believe. Oof. Oh. Yeah, we don't have nearly enough damage with this team. Aerial advantage does virtually nothing against him, so that's inconvenient. Yeah, we got to bail out of here before he gets back around to good cooldowns. All right, what other team do we have that we know we can beat here? We've got clones. What should we do against clones? I don't think Iden is a good bet here. Maybe we take the CLS team. What the heck? Let's try it. Let's see if we can do enough damage. Who is this? Echo. All right. We've got Echo and Arc. So kill Shock T first, I think. Yeah, let's go. Let's try it. Why no Zeta on Piet AoE? It boosts the ship and it's a decent Zeta. Well, let me look. I think I do have the Zeta on it. No, that was on my main account. I maxed out the Zeta on my main account. I may not have it on Loquitur. Let's see if we can get him or her dead. All right, look at this CLS team. Earning some money here. Pulling its weight. CLS losing banners for me. All right, fine. Good enough is good enough. I think that's as much as we're going to get. Oh, he's clearing. He's clearing me, guys. Did we hold him up on anything yet? No, he's in progress with the garbage teams over here. He's taking out the trash, boys. Taking out the trash. Zetas are a huge bottleneck, and so are Omegas. All right, we've got to pick only Rebels. From now on, anytime we build this fleet, we got to look at only Rebels. So I don't make the mistake of picking the wrong stinking Y-Wing again. That was so frustrating. I finished that battle 1770 to 1770. Exact same banners, but he had more galactic power than me, so he wins. I don't know why. Guys, shouldn't it always be that the lower galactic power wins? If you fought an even match, if you fought to a standstill and you had less stuff, you're the winner, right? All right, let's see that Cad Bane. All right, that's looking good. Oh, that's looking really good. That's looking fantastic, boys and girls. Look at this. We already get some work done over here on this Razor Crest. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, no. Unimpressed. All right. Let's get the breach on. That's fine. 39% alt, 43% alt. We will bring this in. We will cleanse off this breach, which gets the taunt off of Bosk. Wow. The dodges. All right. One instance of Mandalorian down. I'm pretty sure we can kill this before his ship will get to heal it. So we're going to go in on this. Yeah. All right, now we're going to get over here. He's going to get the heal off on that, but that's fine. It's fine. We'll take the heal. Big assists. Get there. Alt incoming. 92%. Like a couple assists short. Boop. Tantive. See you later, Executor. See, we got it that time before we even got the second reinforce, so that's pretty fantastic. This battle wasn't even close. Wasn't even a challenge. I would even go so far as to say the success of this ship is profound. All right. Banners everywhere. That's pretty good. Okay, so 376. This team is good. Does he have the TIE Interceptor? I don't think it changes anything. I think we still just use the Malevolence here. Right. Use the Malevolence. Got better chances with the Malevolence, I believe. I will bring in the Plo here, though. And, man, I really want some kind of cheese. But we don't have no cheese. There's no cheese left, guys. This is good. If we're not winning by then, we got problems. I kind of don't... Do I need the banner? Yeah, it's fine. We're going to win. We're going to win with what we've got. And if not, we'll clean it up. All right. I'm always fighting people that have 70 more Zetas than me, says TK. Yeah, that's the big thing about fighting accounts that are a lot older. So you might have similar characters. You might have even, similar mods in some cases, or much better mods. But man, people have been playing that long. They just got tons of Gear 12 characters and tons of Zetas. I ended up using Grand Inquisitor on Ewoks today. My opponent has no one above Relic 4 except a Relic 9 Jolie Bindo. He also has a Relic 4 Farm Boy Luke with an Omicron. Wow. I have to get Grand Inquisitor for my new guild I just joined. I'm not excited for it at all. Well, get excited then. Get excited. Be an Inquisitor that builds Inquisitors. Alrighty then. Do we need the buff immunity yet? No, let's just do this. Keep things standard. Put buzz droids on people. Stun this tank so we don't get put on fire. And then we'll just get a pretty standard set of buzz droids put on over here. And then we'll bring in something like this. Too tempting. Can't not kill Vader. Okay. Wow. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Wow. Nice. All right. So then we have the El Negociator versus what's left. Here we go. That should be good enough, right? Let's go. I've only got one GL, though. It's slowing me down. Getting Jabba JMK. Massive Cairo sink. You can say that 2 times. The Cairo. The need for Kairos is real. Let's hit Scavray with the buff immunity. See what that does. Let's target this and kill them both. Boom! Or just, I guess Foresight was on there and I didn't see it. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Anakin says die. Nice. Good banners there. 75 banners. Fantastic. Alright, I'm confused. We got 75 banners there. We only got 67 banners for beating the Executor. Is that right? 67 banners? What am I missing? Why did we get such a low score? I don't know. Don't know. Don't rightly know. Hey, JMK. Still holding. Lost one battle against my Qui-Gon. So Qui-Gon held, and Qui-Gon is still alive. If they get through this battle but they kill Qui-Gon, it's not a big deal. But he survived with Qui-Gon alive, so the likelihood that he's going to beat Qui-Gon and JMK is low now. I think we're good. Boys and girls. This victory, if we get it, will be directly due to profundity. Yeah. Yeah, so my Executor is not even... I mean, it's still 6-star Executor. So you guys think the Piet Zeta is worth that much? Cooldown -1, inevitable failure, stack +1, inflict daze for 2 turns. If it defeats an enemy, inflict fear. So you guys think the daze is that good, huh? Alright, well, I'll put him on favorites and I'll mark him and I'll take a look at that during my account update this week. Right. It gives more speed on Executor, definitely worth it. You know, people do Relic 9 on Piet. So as far as Executor speed goes, as long as I'm not willing to put Relic 9 onto Piet, then the Zeta is irrelevant. It's a 6-star Executor. It's going faster than 5-star Executors. It's never going to be able to go faster than a 7-star Executor. So it's completely irrelevant. It has 0 relevance. So the Zeta for ship speed means nothing until I'm willing to put my Piet at Relic 9. Because with the Zeta at Relic 8, every Relic 9 Piet's still faster. So it doesn't help. It doesn't even get me the coin flip. I'm not saying you're wrong, right? If you're willing to Relic 9 your Piet, you got to put that Zeta on to get the coin flip to go first against other Relic 9s. But while I'm still 6 stars on my Executor, that's not motivating. I don't know. I don't use this skill on Piet like ever. I really don't. I use this skill to get another trooper going, and then I use basics to call the Dark Trooper to hit every time it's my turn. I'll look at it. I'll think about it. I'll try to figure out matches where I would want to use it, and then if I like it, I'll set it up. Let's cover a special topic. Let's cover a special topic today. So, I've been playing this game for a little over, 3 years now? So about 3 years I've been playing this game. I started my main account right at the end of 2019, so 3 years. And the entire time that I've been playing this game, there's been this constant, massive wave of negativity about CG, about their game, about their greediness, about everything. Just a non-stop torrent of negativity. And I don't know if I just don't see it, but probably for like 2 or 3 months now, I don't see it. I don't see all of the, go terrorize CG employees and calling people bad names and yelling about the community. And I mean, if you look on Reddit, you're always going to see garbage, but Reddit's Reddit, right? So it's what it is. But my perception is that the negativity in the community for the moment has actually died down. Do you guys see the same thing? Am I just imagining it? Am I just imagining that things might be better, or people perceive that they might be better? I don't see any, Swgoh is dead within the next 6 months. I don't see, this game's going out of business. I don't see that anymore. What happened to it? What happened to it? Did CG actually do something right? That's what I want to know. Ladies and gentlemen, has CG actually done something right where some people have forgiven them and they're willing to play the game with some kind of acceptance? Asher says, you have it on defense, though. It changes the speed against the finalizer and malevolence counters. I'll tell you, the finalizer counter, finalizer counters 7-star executors very nicely. Finalizer doesn't work worth a darn against slower executors. When I was using my finalizer on my main account, I couldn't beat a 6-star executor to save my life with it. It changes the timing. Your first order ships go first, and even your tank goes first, I think. And then all of the bounty hunters get to go, and they'll shred through the echelon. Yep. The finalizer struggles against slower executors. Against the malevolence, maybe it's better if it goes faster. I don't know for sure. But against the finalizer, having the capital ship go slower actually makes that counter much, much harder. So finalizer beats 4-star executors, no problem. I don't know about 5-star. I know that 7 stars, it's fairly reliable. But against 6-star executors, I didn't beat a one of them ever. I don't think. Just messes the timing up. Plus, if you had it and used it against C, you would have won the battle. It's nice to have days when you need it. You guys can talk me into it all you want. See, the nice thing is, have I ever given you guys my analogy on feedback? I think I have, right? So I let all the feedback in. I listen to everything that you guys tell me. Some of the stuff I think about and it makes sense and I do it. And some of the stuff I think about and it's not motivating enough for me to do. So I have to look at the skill on Piet and decide if it's worth a Zeta. Up to this point, I have not seen that I'm motivated to put that Zeta on. So I'll look at it and just automatically putting it on because everybody does it. Everybody puts it on. Why wouldn't you put it on? Everybody puts that Zeta on. That doesn't mean I need it. If I don't need it for the way I play my troopers, then I'm not going to waste it. So I'll take a look. I'll think about it. People have either quit or given up on complaining. I think there are a lot of valid criticisms, but they've done a lot of things right. I think people have just gotten used to it by now. Datacrons was the last straw for a lot of people that complain a lot. I think GC just ground us down to the point where we're willing to accept mediocrity. I think a lot of people dropped out because of Datacrons, and those are left are a little more resilient. Plus, a lot of the new content has been awesome. The Omicrons, the lifter units, the new territory battle. Also, mod changes and the attenuators and the gear changes. We have to give credit where it's due, says Heath D. Alanis Hawk says, I mean, in retrospect, the nerfs even were even good and did a lot of the new characters space to fit into the meta. Yeah. So I think just like everybody wants to, criticize and annihilate when things aren't going well, I can honestly say the Datacron design, I still think they need to fine-tune it. There should never be speed on a Datacron ever. There should never be dodge on an Omicron or a Datacron. There should never be dodge or speed on a Datacron ever. Those are game-breaking mechanics. They should not be on Datacrons. But most of the rest of the stuff is fine. I mean, even health steal is fine. Put health steal on a Datacron, that's fine. There's mechanics in the game that easily get around that. You can just put, healing immunity on something and kill it all the same anyway. There's plenty of characters now with healing immunity. So those are the only two broken things that I think they need to keep off the Datacrons. They've kept speed off so far, but they keep putting in these mechanics to give characters speed, and I don't like it. Just like the one that gives 25 or 20% turn meter to the lowest, weakest character, blah, 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 all that. I don't like it. I don't think that speed should go on a Datacron. I don't think characters that don't have the ability to go first should just magically get a free turn. I think it's unbalancing. So I know they have to do something that's good to make Datacrons monetized. But yeah, so I mean, I have my issues with the Datacrons as well. But overall, in terms of the gameplay, I think that they've brought Omicrons to the game and they've let it settle. It's time for Relic 10. I expect sometime this spring, March, April, they're going to launch Relic 10 and they're going to monetize it, and it's going to be really hard to get. Or they're going to do Gear 14. So it makes sense to me that maybe you cap relics for now, then you introduce a new gear level onto the characters that's actually going to influence their base stats instead of their bonus stats. So that make the gear like super hard to get, so that Gear 14 on characters gets monetized. And people will complain about that, but it's the next logical step. But it's been a long time since they introduced Relic 9. And, I think the pace of the stuff that they introduced to the game, there's enough space between things that it doesn't feel really forced. But there's enough new content that it's constantly changing the meta. So I think they've got their formula dialed in pretty well. I think they've got a pretty good game right now. And that's not to say that there won't be some other game-breaking mechanic introduced later. But I think the only two problems that I would change, I think, is some of how they designed the Datacrons. And then I probably would make some of the old Conquest characters easier to get. Because there's a really high, if you want Cat, you almost can't get Cat. So I think the barrier there is a little too high. For characters that have been around for almost 2 years, let people have them, I don't think that should be monetized. But I don't have much to complain about. All right. In retrospect, we already read that. I mean, honestly, the new content really would be new and exciting game modes. Yeah, I mean, I could create a new game mode. Are you ready for this new game mode? It's called Grand Arena, where they go back to a system where you get equal matchups and you get challenges that you get to play, and it's fun and exciting instead of being constantly overmatched by your opponents and having to try to find some way to slay giants. I would love to play people at the same galactic power or somehow at the same, skill rating that was somehow really based on skill. So fixing GAC would be nice too. You're just mad because it makes all the mod work less valuable. Yeah, the Datacrons do minimize mods. They let people with bad mods win. Yeah. Give us a playground mode and that would silence a lot of nonsense. Yeah, being able to pick somebody and play against them just like, hey, I want to play against your team, that would be nice. That would be really nice. On the other hand, there's a lot of basic functionality that's missing as a competitive player and a guild officer. It feels like they don't even play their own game. Yeah, like pre-built ship teams. My God, we need that so badly. We need ship squads so badly. That is true. Yep. Agreed about the guild leaders. Those dudes are heroes. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of people that really spend a lot of their time, effort, and energy on helping their teams. Yep. At this point, it's pretty much impossible to play Swgoh without Discord. The TB leaderboards have been broken for ages. Stop watching YouTubers that trash CG all the time. I feel a lot better in the long run. They did good stuff, I would say, says Nuke. Nice. I disagree about Conquest characters being too hard to get. Proving grounds and get 3. Make them not take that long if you plan ahead. Get in a good guild. I don't know. I think they should go into a shop. Like Razor Crest. Make it so that it's readily accessible. I mean, I understand why they had to put Razor Crest in a shop now. It comes to light later, and when Razor Crest becomes part of a journey, you have to be able to get it. Whereas Cat and those other characters are not currently part of a journey. So yeah, I get it. I get it. Matchmaking should be a combination of weighted distribution and your GP's similar skill rating. Problem with GAC is that a 50% win rate is too much influenced by the people not playing. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun to play against people who aren't actively playing. Old GAC was fun for good players because they almost always won. Old GAC was basically winning your first 9 games, absolutely annihilating your opponent for every single banner that you could get, and then fighting out your last sequence of games against the other people who also had scored massive banner scores, and then trying to get the top of the banners. It wasn't just, can you go 12-0? If you really wanted to top the leaderboard, you had to go 12-0 with absolute maximum banners against other people who were trying to do maximum banners. And, I did a lot of 12-0 seasons, a lot of 11-1 seasons in the old GAC. If I only got 10 wins, I'd get all mad. but yeah, so I liked the 2 layers of competition, right? You had to win your matchups. And that had its problems too, because the auto deploy system could make it really hard for you if you got 2 or 3 opponents that auto deployed early on. Then you could just get locked out of the competition for top banners. But yeah, something to make the challenge escalate as you go through your games. Do you guys think CG has an incentive not to release sandbox mode? I always wondered why they haven't. So I think that people greatly overestimate their ability to code. They're making modifications to the game. They're creating new content. That content has to be tested. It has to be verified against content that currently exists in the game to make sure they don't break it too much. And it takes a lot of time to change the code. So if there's something about sandbox mode that would change the way matchmaking works, or the selection works, or the way that accounts can interact with other accounts. Because right now, you can't really interact directly with another account. You can put them on your friends list and you can send them a chat, and that's it. That's about it. So to make it so that you can actually interact in the game with another account in another way, it might be hard to code. I mean, I'm not a programmer. I don't know. But I think that a lot of these things that we say, oh, just put this in, it'd be easy. You know, make squads for ships, it'd be easy. I don't know that it's easy. I don't know that there's something in the code the way it's written right now that makes that incredibly hard. But yeah, I mean, they're constantly making progress on the game. They're doing stuff. So yeah, why not? Normally I get that, but all the infrastructure is there in the arena already, just certain Omicrons. Razor Crest is way too important, though. Yeah, it shows up in the shop. Having Executor locked behind Get 3 would be horrible. Only because it's part of the Executor journey, right? I mean, if it wasn't part of that journey, they never would have put it in the shop. So I think it's smart that they put it in the shop before they made it part of that journey. So that made sense. AJ40K says, loved old GAC, maximizing banner and having goals for the season. It was much more exciting and made for nail-biting rounds. Exactly. There was drama there. Ray says, I disagree. Coding does not take a long time with enough money, and they have that money. They did Creators versus Devs Grand Arena. They definitely can. Huh. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I work. I work for a living at a job. I manage a factory. And customers call me up and they say, can I have this part? And they send me this crazy design. And I say, yes, you can have that part. But the tooling would all be custom. I'm going to have to spend somewhere around $30,000 to retool this machine to run this part. So I can make it, and I can make it for a pretty reasonable cost, but you're going to have to front the upfront cost of me creating the equipment I need to make it. And they mail me back, and they're like, yeah, but couldn't you, and they say something that they think they know. And I send them an email back, and I say, no, that doesn't work. We've done it before. We've tried this, and this doesn't work. And then they send me 3 or 4 more emails, like trying to tell me how to run my factory and how to make my machines work. And at the end of the day, what that machine is doing is very simple and straightforward, but you don't understand the mechanics of it. So I always allow for that, guys. I always allow for the fact that I just don't understand. And they don't have a fleet of coders working for them. They have some coders who are working on Swgoh. They have some coders that are working on other stuff. They move people around and move their time around, and they keep most of that money that they earn is paying the cost of keeping the game up and running, and goes for profit because the people who own the stock in the company want the profit, and they take the money, and they don't put it back in the game. They keep it. They don't pay coders with it. They pay themselves. So, yeah. I don't know. That's my spiel. I just thinking about it, and I thought I'm going to take some time out of today's stream, whether you guys like it or not, and say thank you to CG for making some improvements to the game. It ain't perfect, but I don't know. It's a pretty good game. I think they're making meaningful changes. They're listening to the community a little bit. It's good. They're trying real hard. The owners of Dungeons & Dragons are trying real hard to kill that game. That's unfortunate. They came out with new rules around using Dungeons & Dragons content that pretty much they're going to steal all the profit from all the big content creators. It's pretty awful right now over there. So, yeah. The D&D space is bad. All right, let's look at our opponent on Aptitio here. 5.2 million galactic power, 2 in ships, 3 in characters. Nice balance, right at what we would want. 24,000 galactic battles won. 5 years old, this account. 5 years old, and he's got level 1 characters in the arena. Number 612. Woof. Number 75 with this fleet. Did I look at the wrong? I must have looked at the wrong thing. Galactic War Battles. Nope, that's right. Holy cow. How is he number 75 in fleet with this fleet? In a shard that's 5 years old. How? How? I don't understand that. This is I don't know, something's weird here. Something is weird, my friends. Okay. No negotiator, no malevolence. Character-wise, bunch of random relics, CLS, Jedi Knight Luke, Triumvirate, wow. Wow. That is a lot of relics to have never built a Galactic Legend. Are there like 3 Galactic Legends in here at like Gear 12 and I just don't see them and this guy's doing some crazy thing? Nope. Okay. Mods have got to be good, right? Bosk. Fastest character at 255. Alright, we are facing a collector. Let's see how many of these relics he put down on defense. Let's see what we can do about it. Maybe he's an AP Gains devotee and he's opposed to Galactic Legends. Nice. TK says it's a dead shard. There's a lot of shards that are pretty dead. I know there's a lot of shards that are pretty dead, but having a shard that's so dead that you can hold 75 with that fleet, I guess that fleet shard could be down to, the last 100 players that are still in the game. I suppose so. All right, let's see how many relics we got to do. Oh, good Lord, it's all relics. All relics all the time on defense. Let's do Iden here. Let's do, oh God, Iden. We have no relics in our Iden team on this account. We got Triumvirate on defense. Oh my goodness. Down here we got another wall of relics. Padme with Old Ben. It's an interesting choice. Wow. It's a lot of relics. I think we can put some stuff together, knowing that he has poor mods. This team is actually kind of a problem. We can beat it with Radis, though, right? We can beat it with Radis because Radis has the ultimate, and Cassian will have. So we can Radis that. So if we Radis here, who do we have that doesn't assist? Can't be Vader. Dash. You guys think Dash can kill this? Ooh, that's rough. That would be rough. Troopers probably kill that. All right. Too many assists, though. It's a lot of assists. Phew. What beats that Triumvirate? All relics, all slow. Yeah. Old Ben. Will Old Ben gain turn meters since he isn't Galactic Republic? Don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't put Galactic Republic there. He's got enough of them. Okay, so the triumvirate team is actually the problem. That is actually the problem. So let's work our way through bottom first. The Padme team we can clone. This team we can something. Vader maybe? This team we can Mara Jade, right? We just kick them and take away their turn meter and they don't ever get to go and we tickle them to death. Right? He doesn't have any turn meter gain mechanics, does he? Max health, less damage. So we just keep taking away their turn meter and rely on them being slow. Let's try this one first. See if we can get a super cheap win here. Put in our Thrawn. Put in our MJ. Kick Anakin. And then just try to kill Anakin. Get some stuns in there. They'll get turns, but if we can get them stunned every time so that they keep their stun during their turn, that's good. Nest solo. My Enfys Nest is like gear 8. Pretty confident Nest ain't going to solo nothing on this account. All right. This is dicey, guys. My team has no galactic power. We have no damage. So we literally have to tickle these characters to death. Let's do this first. Pass the turn over to Mara Jade. Get that going. Okay. Turn meter successfully removed. Let's get some stuns. Everybody stunned. Okay. I'm going to get the taunt off of him. Really not where I wanted to use the kick, but let's get Ahsoka's turn meter gone. You don't want her taking turns. She's stunned, but as long as we can keep her turn meter gone, then she doesn't actually get to lose the stun. Okay, we'll do her next. Say goodbye to your turn meter. What we should do, honestly, we need to kill them both. If we kill one and we leave ourselves with just Kenobi, it's actually going to be bad. We need to keep both of them in here so that we get enough debuffs to keep gaining turns. Take away their turn meter again. And if we're not careful, Ahsoka will just die from the area effect damage, which we kind of don't want. Let's get the turn meter out of here again. Careful, careful. No reason to be hasty. All right. We shouldn't have any problem finishing her off. Hey, 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 67 banners. A series of 1,000 paper cuts. Got it done. All right, this Padme team. I think we just put troopers in against this Padme team. Rex will get his aerial advantages and we'll be able to kill Padme. I think if you don't bring enough damage in against Padme, then you risk this scenario where Padme lasts long enough to time you out. My fleet shard is ancient and has executors and profundity down to rank 36. Vader solo. Vader should work on Padme. You guys think Vader should work on Padme? What? So here's what happens with Vader and Padme. You debuff, she becomes immune to critical hits and immune to debuffs. And then you sit there for the next 10 minutes with no debuffs on Padme and not able to do anything. So Padme with Vader is actually super risky. Like, if you don't get the right moves at the right time, game over, man. All right. We won't do that for anybody. We'll try to get ahead on Rex so that he takes another turn. Then we'll soup him up with Padme, or with Shakti. Get him quicker to his next aerial advantage. Shakti, yeah, we'll just remove old Ben. We'll remove buffs. We'll try to get our banners back, but I don't think we'll get there. I think she's taken away enough of our protection that, yeah, we're out of luck with banner recovery. Can't make it take long enough. We'll just finish it off. All right, 56 banners. Mod advantage is real. All right, what is the least that we could use to get through this? Guys, what if we do Gear 12 Savage solo against a Relic team? Man, I almost feel like just solo Savage might do it against this team. What do we have? What do we have that's like simple but effective? I guess Dash. I don't feel like Dash is going to kill much of this other stuff. Our Vandor's a bit weak on this account still. L3's kind of small. We'll take in Dash. 1 relic against 3 relics, I don't know. Probably good enough. Snap into a Slim Jim of banners. IG88 has healing immunity and ability block. Savage won't work. Ah. Alright. Well, they can just kill L3. They can debuff and kill L3 as many times as they like. Oh, bam! What up? What up with that support? I don't know why I find it so funny that Dash is listed as a support and does 5 billion damage from the support role. But I'm greatly amused by it. I really am. Let's take away some buffs. Or just take away his life bar. Dat Dash Dough. Nice. Alright, what do we got on the back? Relic Geos. Relic. We got Night Sisters. We so much stuff, guys. So much stuff. Oof. No GLs, but 30,000 relics. Okay. Radis here. What beats this? CLS is bad here, right? I mean, you don't want to do CLS against Treya. I think I just trooper this. I think we just take in Imperial troopers and just... We'll lose life on assists, but we'll get kills. We'll keep taking turns. We'll get awful banners, but They don't even get a turn, right? I mean, we can kill all 3 of these things before they get a turn. Or we can especially do it like this. Right? That might be even better than Piet. And we got to check and see our speed on Veers, 207. Speed on Dark Trooper. I think he's actually pretty fast. 268. Oh, and we've got a Datacron, but we can't use it because we got Veers is small. 189. $165. $201 with a speed set, boys and girls. All right, so mechanically, the idea here, we go in, Gideon goes first. We'll reduce armor on Scion. We'll call them, we'll do the middle skill with Dark Trooper. We'll call the Mass Assist with Veers. We actually have to drain their turn meter first. Or we have to use Piet. If we use Piet, we link. He goes. We call the Mass Assist. And we may or may not get a kill. I like this better. There's more control. Let's get it done. Do troopers get stuck behind Traya because of protection up? Yes and no. We should be able to work around it. Okay, let's drain their turn meter first. And then we'll reduce his armor. Then we'll do the area effect. And then Veers will get the kill on Scion. Then we will... I wonder if Traya is easier at this point. We got to get Nihilus out of there. If we stall out on a character, Nihilus can't be allowed to get to his yeet. Okay. No yeeting. Wow. Traya just went down like a sack of taters. Okay. Troopers. One in the books. Radish. Jin. Datacron. Because we can. Armor, protection, health. Health, steal, protection, offense, crit. It's all dark side stuff. This is massive amounts of defense. Massive amounts of defense. And crit avoidance. It's overkill. Ain't no party like an overkill party. Battle. Nihilus will gain TM when you hit Traya or Scion. Never mind, it's only from debuffing them. Dark Trooper said, I can yeet. Dark Trooper did say that. He pulled off a pretty nice yeet. Alright. We'll do that. I'm just kind of stuck here. We've got the buff immunity on him, so that's something. Get to trigger a bunch of exposes over here. That's fun. We'll do this. Just get the area effect off. Oh, Jin is stunned. Let's see if we can finish her. Oh, no, not enough damage. I thought we would finish. There, we finished. All right, let's steel turn meter. Yoink! Didn't get the stun though. All right, who gets healing immunity? Whoever gets healing immunity dies. That's how this works. We'll take the mass assist. Big hit. Boom. Let's just finish it. Okay, pew. Stun. Come on. Yeah. Okay, buff immunity. All is going according to plan right now. Although he's going to hit like a truck if I can't keep him stunned. Okay. This should yeet him. Boo! Yeah. 57 banners. Radis. Radis be no joke, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. CLS here. Should we CLS this? Is there anything on the back wall that we feel is threatening? We've still got Qui-Gon. We've still got Vader. We've still got Wampa. Wampa. Should we Wampa Night Sisters? Can we Wampa Night Sisters? Tenacity down, stuns, no. No Wampa against Night Sisters. That's not going to wake. We have no battle for Wampa. Well, maybe we can squeak this one out. Gear 12 Wampa, guys. Gear 12. I don't know. I'm feeling it. Got to somehow get this Gear 12 Wampa to work. Wampa Geos, Wampa Newt. Yeah, Gear 12 Wampa just isn't going to get it done. I mean, he can beat anything that's like a Gear 12 team, but he's not going to beat Relic 3 characters. Even with bad mods, they're just going to do too much damage, right? It's just not going to work out for us. What we're going to do, we are going to... We're going to Mon Mothma this team with some trash. Where's Biston? Did I put Biston on defense somewhere? I guess I put Biston on defense. Well, Biston was going to be my damage dealer for this team, but that's not going to work. All right, I don't want to not get... Oh, come on. The CLS team feels like such overkill, but there's nothing really for it to kill on the back wall either, right? Like, it's not even that big of a deal. Wampa can do Newt, I think. No. I don't think he can do that Newt team because, well, we could try it. But he's going to be stuck behind a B2 with Watt buff on. So for Gear 12 Wampa to survive against a Watt buffed, or to get enough damage to kill a Watt buff tank, seems like a stretch. All right, let's do that. Shrug. Get Boba Fett out of here. We will try to stun Bosk. Boop. Tenacity down is some good, I hear. Bam. Nothing but a Bosk left. Looking pretty good. Shrug it off. Pow. 57 banners. That's good stuff. Yeah. Feels like beating up a kid and taking their lunch money on the playground, though, right? Like, that doesn't feel very good. I think Vader here, a team of relic Geos, can't sleep on this. So then we have to figure out what we're going to do with Night Sisters. Can we use Iden against Night Sisters? You know what? We still got stuff. So this battle could get dicey. We don't really have a good team to clean this up. What we could do, though, save Watt, use Atrea, and do that. That's no problem, right? Vader will hide out behind Kylo. They'll be killing themselves with the trail lead. No Datacron. I don't think we need Watt. We can save Watt for Night Sisters. Traya Crew Vader is probably overkill. Vader Savage versus Geos. They don't have Spy. But 3 Relic Geos is still a lot of damage. I think they would have no problem just killing Gear 12 Savage straight up. Against Kylo, I think Kylo won't die. I think he'll just tank the whole time. Should be good. If not, we're going to learn a valuable lesson that we didn't want to learn. They have no Spy. You should be able to use Savage. And we'll do this. We'll just do some basics, reduce some turn meter. Alrighty. Boop. Poggle. I guess they're clearing my buff. They're clearing my buff because he's getting crits. That must be the only way they're clearing my buffs, right? All right, slap on another. Some Geos have been underestimated, boys and girls. Still in it for the... Whoa, what? Alright, we'll do Merciless Massacre then. If that's how you want to play it. Sunfac Basic clears. Oh, right. Sunfac Basic is what's clearing. Right. Yeah, it's the Sunfac Basic. My bad. Alright, so we've got... what's the most threatening team we have left? What can kill these? What if we did... What if we did something like Savage, Watt, and something else? Do these Night Sisters have enough damage to kill Savage if Watt puts tank tech on him? That is the question. What do you guys think? Gear 12 Savage in here? All up in here? Tank tech or weapon tech? There's stuns and plagues, though. It's risky. Heal tech to help dispel buffs, maybe. Yeah. Maybe this is just the safest route. Going like this and just kill him with Anakin. We'll have to kill him like 17 times, but it should work. What does that leave us with, though? Is this everybody that we have left? Oh, dear. This is everybody. So we have to make 3 more teams out of what we have left. Oh, man. Okay. Can Savage kill this? I don't think Savage has enough damage to kill this, right? Like does he have his Omicron doesn't ramp damage, does it? He gains 2 stacks of resilient defense. At the end of his turn, he gains 2 stacks of resilient defense, 10% turn meter, 50%. Savage is critically hit. He gains up to 160% offense. Recover health. Savage has resilient defense. He has 50%. So his damage is limited by his damage. He can basically do about 3 times his normal damage, and that's it. That's as far as he can escalate. I'd love to see Savage on Night Sisters and Wampa on Newt. We have to Trooper. We have to Iden something. So we have to Iden. Probably Iden here, right? So maybe we Iden here, Qui-Gon here, and then try to use Padme here. Does this have enough damage to kill? I think we Iden here. What if we Iden here? Let's take a look at our troopers. Oh, wimpy troopers. Stark. So we can get him under control. Kill him. We got to get Dooku stunned. His attacks out of turn are actually good for us. Alright, you could 2-man the Dooku team with Padme and Anakin. This will save Qui-Gon for the team up top, so let's try this. Let us try it. Alright, let's get Trooper stunned here. Alright. Feed me, Seymour. Okay. Let's do this. Counterattack is good for us. Ooh. Ow. Not good for us. That hurt. Okay. Bubble up. Okay, 50% chance to dispel all buffs on the primary target. Let's do that. And then I think we more or less going to have to put this on auto, because I think we are going to quickly run out of time. All right, let's just run it on auto and try to keep getting on Darth Maul every chance we can get. The stuns from Dooku are significant. Why are you all on Dooku? Come on, Iden. Come on, Snowtrooper. I mean, we're doing damage. We've got good attrition. Just the targeting is horrible here. The fact that we constantly got to target people in stealth is super annoying. Okay, Snowtrooper, do your thing. Do your thing, baby. Come on. Here we go. Iden coming back. Buffs up. Big damage now. Oh, dodged. Okay, get back on Maul. Come on, buddies. Maul gets dodge. Don't kill my Stark. Yeah, there you go. No Stark killing. All right, come on. Let's at least get the leader out of here. This is a pretty annoying team. This is pretty annoying. And Maul is just getting crazy luck on the dodges. Crazy luck on the dodges. Like every time Snowtrooper does area effect, Maul's dodging it. Okay. He's back in the green. He's gaining life. Okay, come on now. Trooper popped out for just a second and messed with my targeting. So I did the mass assist on the wrong target. Come on. Just got to resist a few of these stuns. Let's go. Almost got him. Let's just stay on the trooper. I think we got a chance of taking the trooper down. Oh, Stark down. No. Come on, get this trooper out of here. 35 seconds, Iden. Come on, Snowtrooper. This was a relic Snowtrooper. We'd be good. There we go. One down. Come on. 20 seconds. Super fast. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Get him. I don't think 11 seconds is going to be enough, guys. Relics greater than finesse. If we had another half hour, we could have got this. All right. Let's take Qui-Gon in up here. Qui-Gon Jimmy. We'll do that. I'm going to save Mace. We're going to use Plo in here so that I can use Ahsoka and Mace together with Padme. All right, let's see if this if we can get this done. Should be able to. I feel like should have enough damage. It's a nice hit. Get rid of the extortion because reasons. All right, I'm going to do the big hit here. Nope. Got healing immunity on him. I need to just stick with the basic and keep healing immunity on the Z-Robot. Come on. Let's go. Anakin going down. Don't care. He ain't gonna die anyway. Now I actually have to kill Watt. We gotta try to kill Watt before he brings back the robot. I don't think we're gonna get it though. He's got the res right now, right? And he's getting the extortion on everybody. Yeah. Yep. Healing immunity. Take him down. Get back on Watt. Can't put it on auto because of this stupid extortion. Yeah, let's do it. That Newt, for being low geared with bad mods, that Newt is spreading extortion at a sickening rate. Okay. Come on. Don't care. Get Watt out of here. All right. Now we'll start removing some extortions. Oh, man. This is so bad. Once he slows us down with those extortions, it is so bad. All right. Now we're mad. We mad. Get out of here, Newt. We mad. I'm only going to have like one more mad turn left, though. Alright. Put it on auto. Ah! They won't remove the extortions on auto, though. Okay. You know what? We're not going to remove the extortions. We're just, yeah, come on. I say that, and then we're going so slow that he takes like 3 turns in a row. How is he getting, how? This is ridiculous. A Newt with mods this bad should not be able to extort all these characters. This is nuts. Absolutely bonkers. His leadership? Yeah, I mean, I know. Guys, I know that I know that there's a reason why the mechanic works. But the fact that I have characters at 300 speed and he's getting like 2 and 3 turns in between is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Newt is the best solo character in the game. Newt's a beast in 3v3. He's absolutely a beast in 3v3. And no doubt about it. What would he do against Wampa? Because Wampa kind of doesn't care, right? Let's try this. Just for funsies. Let's see if we can clean up this Newt with just a Wampa. Wampa bonuses are doubled. Indeed. We'll Wamp him. I'm not going to remove the extortion. I don't care. I say that and then I instantly remove the extortion. I couldn't ramp damage, so why not? Hey, now I can ramp damage. Okay. Did I just dodge? Did I just dodge his basic attack? I think I did. All right. We'll just attack him. Leave the extortion on. We'll just take the I don't care approach. Biff him in the head with the Wampa. Poof. Wampa v Newt. That ain't pretty, but we got her done. Okay. So we've still got 2 teams to go. We've got the Night Sisters. And then we've still got that team down bottom that we got to somehow clean up. All right. We've got Mon Mothma. And we've got Padme. Who has a better chance of killing these guys? I think Padme probably has a better chance down here. Let's do Padme down here. See if we can get some courage stacks for the kill. Let's do it. Watt and Savage versus the Night Sisters. $12 stacks. We'll call Ahsoka. She'll go twice. Whole bunch of dodging. Okay. Woo. Kick. Get him out of here. All right. Why do you think Night Sisters will wreck Padme? I mean, she can heal off the plagues. She can heal the plagues. Alrighty. Mace will eventually get his health so low that it shouldn't matter, right? So we're gonna have inevitability in this matchup. No stun. Okay. Oof. Mace taking a beating. All right. Mace is the one that we need to go so that he can keep popping stacks. All right. Here we go. Good. 35 banners. There's Plague on Talzin's unique and Talzin's abilities. Padme still has good healing, though. We're going to try this crazy little team, and we're going to see if we can just heal through it. If we can't, we can try some Savage things or whatever. Whatever. We'll share the relic stats from Mon Mothma using Chupio. And we'll blind him. I wonder if blind is going to make it so that I can dodge all of Talzin's nonsense. That'd be pretty fantastic. Yeah, nice. I like it. All right. 1 down. Zombie's still fast. Zombie's double fast. Zombie lost her buffs. Bam. Okay, that's 2 down. The next one's a real one. Yeah. Dat Chupio with the damages. Pew. Look at this, boys. Got him. 57 banners. It was like that was meant to be. All right, we had to flounder around a little bit here on the back wall. We had to get some clever cleanup teams in here. Oof. All right. Geos under Executrix must not be as good as Geos under Grievous. I would hope. Oh. Nice job, DL. Got the win. Well, it's not over till the lady is singing, so let's see what we can get done here. Soldier. Ping. Let's clear this off so I can put fire on everybody. Or not fire, but buzz droids. Let's buzz droid everyone. Okay. Die Sunfac. Die Soldier. And Spy. Got some news for you. You next. You next, bruh. Alright, we'll do this with all of our stunned ships. Alright. 68-point victory there. And then we've got tons of stuff here. We've got this little guy named Kenobi in Ye Old Negotiator. He's coming to negotiate. He's not negotiating anything that Mace Windu is going to like, though. Mace is going to be sad. Hey guys, if you're hanging out here and you haven't applied your like saber or licked your lick saber or done something like that, I would certainly appreciate it if you could give that a try. Helps me, it helps the channel. I appreciate it if you could help me out. Alright. Got the taunt up. Anakin's feeling real safe back there. Let's target this and we can damage everybody. Pew! So good. This Galactic Republic fleet. 66 banners. Nice. Full clear. Full clear. 1488 banners. 2 drop battles. I think we got this under control. Got this Profundity fleet. Really confident that my opponent is not going to beat this. Even if he kills every other thing on the board, that Profundity ain't going nowhere. So I think we got us a win. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. I got... we chatted up front. We talked about all kinds of social issues. We covered CG might actually be a good guy for once, at least for a small window of time where we like what they've done with the game. So that's going to wrap it up for me for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, join us over on the Discord. For anybody who stayed to the end, you get a special announcement. There's a giveaway running on the channel right now. It finishes up on Friday. $25 gift card if you win. $50 if you win and you have your picture posted to the Rites of Passage with the in-game name of Inquisitor. If you don't know how to do that, you have to use a capital L at the beginning. It looks just like an I, but the game won't let you have Inquisitor with a capital I. But yeah, change your name to Inquisitor in the game and it doubles your winnings. So $25 gift card for free over in Discord. I'm just giving it away. And if your name is Inquisitor, then you'll get $50 when I give it away. So get on over there, click that party horn, and let's make it happen. Let's give away $25 this week for no reason whatsoever. Just because I'm nice. All right. Discord is in the link down below. That's where you got to go to enter the competition. Go over there, click the party horn, and hope you win. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next Holocron.